What's up, guys? Today we have something special planned for you. I'm going to be giving you a tour of our RV. You're going to see how we live, how we organize all of our stuff. That's basically it. So without further ado, welcome to our RV! This is a 1999 Fleetwood Pace Arrow Vision Class A RV. It's 36.5 feet with 2 slides. If you're interested to see how we remodeled this 22-year-old beauty, click on the card above. So in our house, you're always greeted at the door by 2 lovely hosts, Delilah and Baloo. Okay, they're a little excited to have guests over, so give me a minute to calm them down and we'll get back into the tour. Okay. So when we're parked, this space actually functions as kind of an office area for Adam. He has a full-time remote job, so I'll kind of show you how it works. This is basically just Adam's workstation, as I said. And little cup holder over here, that's pretty much it. If it gets really hot, we can turn on the engine and run these fans up here, and we have some extra lighting as well. Up above here is basically just a lot of stuff that the RV came with, manuals and paperwork and stuff like that. Not too interesting. So this cabinet is basically just our internet and batteries. So you can see there's a lot of cords. We have a couple different hotspots that we use, as well as our cell booster. Right next to that, we have our first aid cabinet. It's basically just got things like Ace bandage wraps, Band-Aids, Epsom salt, thermometers, and yeah, those sorts of things. That's pretty much the cab. So let's move into the actual house portion of the RV. So now we're just behind Adam's desk area, and this is actually one of my workstations. So sometimes I'll work out here and I'll sit in this recliner, and it's kind of nice. It has a, if I can do it, it has the little foot thing so I can sit here. We also have this little table here. We don't really use it too much. It kind of just sits here, and we put like the dog's leashes and stuff on here. Underneath it, we have their food, a little lantern in case we're in an area that there's not a whole lot of light outside. There's also flashlights in their little leash box as well. They have some treats, and their dog food's right back here. Just next to it, you'll see this is kind of my work stuff. This is like my laptop and stuff. And then this ottoman actually has all of our camera gear, basically stuff that we don't want to get too hot or too cold, stays in the RV. And then this smaller ottoman right down here has all of our hard drives in it. Basically hard drives for work, hard drives for the blog, and various other projects that we do. If you flip around here, this is our little couch. It's actually a jackknife couch. I'm not going to fold it down because we actually keep the dog's kennels just behind it, and we have to pull them out in order to lay the couch flat. But we actually installed this couch, and you can see we keep blankets on it because the dogs love jumping up onto it while we're gone. And it's got kind of a it's got a fabric that collects a lot of hair, and so we try to protect it from that by leaving blankets over top of it. Other than being a jackknife couch, it actually has a lot of storage under here. Basically on the left side here, we keep extra cleaning supplies and, you know, paper towels, tissues, trash bags, stuff like that. And then down here on the other side, it's a lot of extra dog stuff. So toys, foot wipes, stuff like that, we keep on that side. All right, so above the couch, we have this cabinet that basically, this side, we just store breakfast food items. If you follow it along, right here in the middle, we have our tea and like liquid IV and emergency type beverages in here. And then this cabinet's pretty identical to the other one, except for we store basically our Ziplocs and toaster and a little blender. All right, so under that cabinet is our dinette. It comfortably seats about 4 people. So, you know, I scoot in, and generally if we have guests over, we won't leave our extra sodas and stuff here, but typically it's just Adam and I, so we'll just sit here pretty much. This camera is really helpful. Basically, we use it to watch the dogs while we're away, and we have a little thermometer that we sit in front of it so we know what the temperature is inside the RV, and as well it has a sensor that we keep in the under bays in the basement of our RV so that we know if it's getting too hot or too cold or something down there. The dinette does fold into a bed, and we actually have never done that. We've never had the use for it. We've had guests stay over, but they typically stay on the couch when they stay over. My grandma did reupholster the cushions, which was this fabric, so you can tell those look much better, but we actually do need to finish reupholstering this. But basically down here is where we keep all of our pastas. This is like little dried pho bowls. We got like rice, pasta, and then alcohol up at the front there. Just back here, we have another one. Oh, they're kind of heavy. This is where we keep all of our canned good storage. So yeah, basically anything in a can lives in here. All right, so as you may be able to tell at this point, we do utilize a lot of our storage for food on hand. It really does help us save money to grocery shop and eat in a lot of the time, which is, you know, contrary to popular belief, something that a lot of people do on the road and something that's not that hard to do. So moving on, this is our pantry. So up here we have like potatoes, bread, all of our seasonings and spices and things that I use to cook, we keep on this shelf. And then this shelf is pretty much exclusively snack food items. So you can see Adam likes seaweed. Just under our pantry here, we actually have a washer and dryer. So that's pretty much it. It's a dual washer and dryer. Works pretty good. And yeah, it's pretty small. It doesn't, you know, take more than maybe like one outfit or like 2 towels. Just next to that is our cleaning cabinet. This was a wine glass cabinet, but we didn't really see the use of having a basically glass wine cabinet on the road. It just rattles around a lot when we're driving and stuff. So we took the shelving out. Directly across from the dinette and pantry area is our actual kitchen area. So right here on the edge, we have our Berkey filter. We use this every single day when you're traveling, especially as quickly as we do, and you're in so many different locations. You never know what the quality of the water is going to be. So it's really nice to have something like this on hand to just make sure that you are getting good, clean water. Also, we have a little extra counter space here. It is a pretty small kitchen, but as I said, we do cook a lot. When you're done with that, you can just fold it down so that it's not in the way. We have our sink, some cooking supplies and stuff like that. This is like one of those fold-out drawers that we need to get a little dish tray for so that we can put like our brushes and stuff, but we haven't done that yet. And then just below it is basically like our pots and pans and oils and stuff that I use for cooking. Just above it is where I keep our plates and bowls, strainers, and Adam's morning time coffee stuff. Got cutting boards off to the other side there and some larger serving bowls behind these bowls. We installed this little guy, which was super helpful. Anything that you can find that hangs and you don't have to be sitting stuff on countertops is super useful. We've got mugs and cups and stuff up in this cabinet. And then these are our various kitchen drawers down here. So as you can see, we've got silverware in the top drawer. We've got kind of just 2 drawers of various extra cooking supplies and knives. And then this bottom one is like scissors and clips and hot pads and stuff like that. We generally leave this counter space for doing dishes and stuff of that sort. So we have a little drying mat and a little rack. We've got our dish brushes. And then this is our stove and oven. So we've got a 3-burner gas stove and we have our kettle. We use the kettle every day. We use it to heat the dogs water for their food. We use it for coffee. We use it for tea. This kettle gets a lot of use. And then we have our oven right down here. It's pretty small, but you know, we did manage to cook a Thanksgiving dinner in it. And just above that, we have our microwave. We have our freezer, and then on this side is the refrigerator. So, you know, overall for 2 people, it's pretty good little fridge. And then we have a little secret pantry right here for just a couple extra items that we basically need to store for cooking or for snacking. That's what's in here. So now let's go check out the bathroom. So just behind this door is the kitchen area that we just came in from.
And Billy.
He's Billy behind the door. Buddy, come in. Okay, we can't leave him out. So basically it's got this nice little latch right here, so we can kind of do that if you want to. We have our 2 medicine cabinets, so basically just same thing on both sides, just medicine and stuff like that. And right down here is where we keep our like toothbrush, toothpaste type stuff. And that's our sink. This cabinet here just basically has various toiletries and things like that. And then we have 3 drawers here. Basically, we just keep these stocked full of regular bathroom stuff. We've got like dental stuff, got hair products and stuff. And then this is mostly like my makeup and jewelry and stuff in this bottom drawer. If you come around into here, it's a little crowded, and we've got a Lila on the floor here. But basically we have our toilet, trash can, toilet brush, little sprayer. We keep our 2 towels right here on this little bar. And then there's a little cabinet up here that basically just stores our toilet paper and stuff like that. This is our shower. As you can see, it's not super spacious, but it's enough room to do what you gotta do. And this is our shower head that we took from our apartment that we really liked. It's got like adjustments on it. So we can actually turn the water off from the shower head to conserve water while we're showering, which is pretty useful. I know they make RV shower heads that do that, but this one also does that. So this is our bedroom. Basically, you go straight through the bathroom and then you are in the bedroom. So we installed this little curtain thing to cover up basically where there used to be floral fabric that we ripped out that was over the bed. It's a nice queen size bed, and we each have little nightstands on either side. Just behind me is our kind of main closet. So you can tell it's got 2 sliding mirror doors. Not really gonna bother showing you in there. It's basically just we have 2 bars with our shirts hanging and then our shoes on the bottom. Just above on either side of our bed, we have little storage cabinets, just kind of random items. Pretty sure Adam's cabinet is pretty much identical and has whatever other random things that he has. And then on his side, he also has one of these. I have this little cabinet down here, and I keep my nail polishes and stuff that I used to paint my nails a lot. I really don't anymore, but that's what I use this cabinet for. These are other drawers for various items of clothing. So we have like our shorts and like t-shirts that Adam wears, socks, underwear, swimsuits, stuff like that. All go in basically any of these 3 or these 6 drawers. This cabinet is just extra like hand towels, baseball hats, and stuff of that nature. And then just behind the TV here, we have a little towel rack sort of thing. We want to hang like a little curtain here eventually to like cover it up. And then just behind that, we have extra like gaming systems and stuff like that that we keep. So just at the foot of the bed here, we actually have our 2 dog beds. The dogs like to have little extra pillows and blankets that we keep for them, and that does not stop them from getting on our furniture, but it's at least a nice little spot that they know is their little space. And actually, our bed actually lifts up and there's some extra storage underneath there. Let me see if I can bust out my muscles and show you guys a little bit here. So over here we have a little clothing hamper. So this is basically where we put our dirty clothes. Just goes right in there when we're done with them. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for our RV tour. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how we store stuff, stock stuff, and just generally what our RV looks like. If you guys have any tips or suggestions of something that we could be doing differently, or if you saw something that gave you a great idea, let us know in the comments down below. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next week. Bye guys.